Today we will make an attempt to review a truly remarkable patch, which is not a mod, but rather a patch designed to enhance the evolution of the game. It provides significant improvements and optimizations to the gameplay experience, making it even more immersive and enjoyable for players. This patch is a must-have for any fan of the game. However, it can also function as a modification if you choose to install it as a separate component. To summarize, I took the initiative to open, so I proceeded with the installation of the region as initially planned. Installation didn't take much time. It is quite easy to install. This is a plus, of course. And a card for testing, well, maybe not for testing. Perhaps it is a plot card that has been created with all, so to speak, with all possible elements, regardless of who sings there. In summary, we have travelled from Danorca to the land of Tabanorca in order to hire troops, because the word grape is the commanding factor that we cannot overlook or underestimate, and it holds significant influence over the situation at hand. Issues a threat of retribution in response to settlements, expressing concern over the need to ensure the protection of these settlements in some manner. Why is he threatening them with retribution? I don't understand, but it doesn't matter, right? We are testing the mod. Oh no. So what is taking place? Oh Almighty God, please provide guidance and wisdom in this situation. All right, let's make our descent and prepare for landing. What were they known as? They were called Damberg Horns. Yes, oh no. We are descending to the ground in a location called Damberg Roga. Greeted by Rucheka village. Everything covered with swamps, so to speak. Shadows. Nowhere can you fly. So what did this mod promise us? He promised us that the knight's icon would be replaced with a new one, and we would never confuse the knight with the knight. It's cool because now I can never. In general, the way I decided to get out of this situation was through photo processing, so to speak. I chose this method because, in all likelihood, I couldn't find any other suitable option. That's why I opted for this approach to deal with the situation at hand. Oops, we encountered an error. In summary, we have encountered an error. It has appeared, possibly indicating that the game is not functioning properly. There are various mental traumas that we can encounter during the study of this module. As a result, my mouse is working, indicating that the earth is covered with shadows. Furthermore, we have two knights. I am curious as to why it hangs. It hung seriously, which is very strange because I have never experienced any hanging issues before. Previously, I was able to. Perhaps on my way, I may have taken a wrong turn or made a mistake. Honestly, I'm unsure about the exact location of my error or the reason behind it. To summarize, we will make one final attempt. Please exercise caution and be careful during this last try. With utmost care, it is highly possible that we may have inadvertently overlooked a file, maybe icon, characters, iris, jurist, right? I need 10 more words to meet the word count requirement. She is already in a state of being stuck. Seriously? No, this is not a recording. Alright, fine then. We also have many different new units. What do you think? Who is this? If I don't do it with the mouse, although of course whoever is watching probably knows. However, who perhaps has not observed this fashion? What is your opinion? Do you notice that minuscule red cross on his chest? Not just a cross, this is a Templar cross. This is a Templar. Here, however, as you can see, we are unable to level up our knight into Templars due to the fact that our game has frozen. Oh no, we are actually able to do so, but it hasn't frozen. Let us have a glimpse of the magnificent engraving crafted with immense love and care by the talented author, showcasing their creativity and passion for their work. Look, up until the point when he was capable of processing it with great attention to detail, he dedicated himself to working on it with great attention to detail. What you can clearly see are the precise cutting lines. He undeniably invested a significant amount of time and effort into it. Sulfadiazine is a medication that is commonly used to treat bacterial infections. An individual with unconventional thinking, a trailblazer in, so to speak, enhancing modifications during periods of discord, he unquestionably deserves commendation and acknowledgement for his contributions in this regard. No person has attempted to fix the well-known modes of evolution prior to his endeavors, which make a commitment to bend and gradually sink into the depths of winter in the near future as the seasons transition. Therefore, Selphades picked him up, extracted him from the abyss where this fashion model was submerged and struggling for air. So, what other characters do we have? Horslichik. The horseman has a good engraving, enough detail to be visually appealing. It is obvious that Sulfadias is a highly talented painter. He has handled it with great skill and precision. I am unaware of the rationale for why did he opt to handle the Templars using bricks? Here, although he did an excellent job with the window archer, maybe because the window archer was stolen from someone else's fashion, here the Templar created sulfadiazome, but I don't know. Maybe not. Life hits 135. Let's think how many regular archers we have. How we have a regular archer has 60 hits there, and the rest of the hits have a horse. The horse has 75 hits. Well, such a horse we have hand-to-hand defense. I think if you hit the horse, it will immediately fall, and it will be very bad. The attack of the shooter is probably 80 most likely because we have an archer from Mongolia on our team, which gives us an advantage in long-range combat situations. Mongolian archers, hailing from Mongolia, have gained worldwide fame and recognition for their exceptional skill, precision, and expertise in the art of archery, making them a formidable force on the battlefield and in competitive tournaments. By the way, there was a break of 30 minutes. Why did I stop? Nujun, yes. Konvulok. Protective equipment for shooting, compact and specifically designed for small size. Initiative 23. By the way, just wanted to mention that it's a really suitable initiative that deserves recognition. In addition, Nomad, Roamer, 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 Roamer. Snowflakes float around him. Around him, it's such an aura giving him 6% magic. Why not 6? Why 6? Level 6 don't know 10 hits, right? Someone will say something like, he is a weak loser, right? He has a total of 6, quantity of 10, and invulnerability. And who is weak now, huh? Certainly if you take a pilgrim, I believe you can transport him out of a single barrel. Here, however, I have not yet tried. The compiler is something I need to explore further. 90 impacts occurring outside of her ulceration. A unit that is considered to be fairly good in quality, fairly well balanced, undoubtedly showcasing commendable equilibrium and an impressive harmony of elements throughout. We will hire these sounds. I am aware that there are unique, simple creatures in this location, similar to humans but distant reminders of them, who protect haystacks, damn it. Why do they guard them with forks? Forks are needed to pitchfork hay. Okay, whatever, in short. Which 100 hits? Yes. For a moment. Rear service. Oh, where does this effect come from? Rear service. Was there such a thing in the game? And no such thing in evolution. It was not used, although it was. Let's contemplate the magnitude of what we will have in our possession and reflect on its significance. And what is this? 600, 900? Well, apparently it will be calculated in the estimate later. So we need to kill someone who's bothering everyone here. In short, he just needs to be killed. It's a nightmare. In summary, he can only be killed by breaking apart. It cannot be terminated by any other entity. Oh my goodness, it is simply always present. I have encountered comparable circumstances on a more frequent basis. In all probability, it is likely that he should have been placed there based on the circumstances and available information at that time. Master. In general, I think, generally speaking, that is. Yes, certainly the writer was able to captivate me with an incredibly interesting battle that held my attention from beginning to end. I did not anticipate attempting to perform something like this on a test map. Usually a test card is not boring, there is nothing to do there, but here everything is so interesting. Tamer, I am unaware of what that is. This is a certain unit that was added to this game. Maybe by mistake, maybe no one added it. Because if someone really added it, would be very strange. Why add units with 500 hits? Most likely have some bug because there are no such units. Here's what I can say. And there are still a lot of bugs here, by the way. Here's one of them, is that we can't find a solution for it yet. And it's causing a lot of inconvenience and frustration for the users. Oh, come on, I made an effort, I participated, I achieved success in extracting their money simply by relocating it. Unfortunately, it didn't yield the desired outcome. I'm unsure of the cause. Well, I'm uncertain about the consequences of eliminating this unit. I believe it would be beneficial if someone were to explore this map, as it is incredibly intriguing and holds a wealth of untapped potential. It is of utmost importance to pay special attention to it within the community, as it holds significant value and impact. I am in a rush, not a word to spare, to put it briefly. However, it appears that I will be unable to proceed any further from this particular spot. The map, as you can see, is handcrafted. The author made an attempt to create it himself, as you can clearly see, once he made a request for a fill to ensure that the entire map is unified and represented in a single tone. He might be unaware that you can make 5x5 tiles there simultaneously. I don't have the information. Maybe he placed all these swamps on one tile. If he actually covered all of the swamps with just one tile, then, without a doubt, it is impressive. A considerable amount of work and effort is required. It is my belief that an individual is definitely necessary for this task. I believe that everyone should simply experience his modification for this, as it is truly exceptional work. In general, I would like to express my thoughts about the modification, but I am unable to do so because I did not have access to a vampire. I believe that the creators of the modification have made significant contributions in this regard. In general, what can be said about Molly? However, in certain areas, the quality is not very high in some places. Undoubtedly, we all have a clear understanding that this is his very first job position in his career. Let us refrain from judging harshly. Here, we should approach the situation with understanding and empathy. Well, darn it. All right, I am unable to continue any longer. Indicate that fashion. Indicate that fashion. Darn, I am unsure what to express. I will say this. This modification simply, let us say, completely left me without words. Right here, in this very moment.